anticipating that Bob McDonnell will come out and say a few words. We don't know if he will. This man is now a convicted felon. The man that was once seen as a possible presidential candidate in 2016, the man who was once a vice presidential. Here's some supporters of the McDonnells. Anything to say about the McDonnells?
Not guilty.
I just heard a shout from April Niamtu. She was one of the witnesses in this case. She shouted that they should have been found not guilty. Obviously, a jury of 7 men and 5 women disagreed. Again, I'm going to step out just because there's so much going on behind me. You don't need to see another reporter's face. These are just some of the many cameras that are set up. We obviously have a camera set up at the podium. We don't know if Bob McDonnell will come out and speak. We don't know if Bob McDonnell will come out and talk with us. But as we provide coverage on CBS 6, we'll obviously be on the air until we hear from a man who never stopped talking to the press this entire time. I have never covered a trial in which a defendant openly came and said a few words each day before going into the press corps, and that's what we used repeatedly. It seemed like Groundhog Day probably for our loyal CBS 6 viewers as to what is going on. Todd Stone is here, our legal analyst, joining us for what can be certainly a dramatic afternoon, and I know that our friends back in studio have some questions for Todd and for all of us here at Federal Court.
Yeah, Joe and Todd, if you both can confirm, there's been conflicting information in terms of how many members of the jury needed to, I guess, make a decision in this case. Did they have to come to a unanimous decision agreement in terms of these charges, or did it have to be the 8 out of 4 on each count?
Todd, this is a question. Did they have to reach a majority decision, a unanimous decision in this case?
They had to reach a unanimous decision on every single count. So each time he's found guilty or she's found guilty, that means that everybody agreed that they were each guilty of those counts. Same is true for the ones that they're not guilty of. They all have to agree. So sometimes juries compromise and they will come to a decision that, hey, we're finding them guilty of many counts, and so we'll cut them loose on a couple.
It's a warm day here in federal court. We're sweating here with you as we provide live coverage. No teleprompters here. We thank you for staying with us and trusting us for your verdict coverage. As Bob and Marie McDonnell were found guilty, we've seen some of their supporters stream out of here. It remains unclear whether or not they will speak to the media. The prosecution, the government, however, made it pretty clear just a few moments ago they are not interested in talking about this case, probably because they know this isn't over, that an appeal in this case is extremely likely, and that the lawyers for Bob and Marie McDonnell did several things over the course of this trial.